Today, students will be focusing on product formulation and production. This is a very important aspect that's consistently used in industry every day, especially as new products are being formulated. Students will focus on the research and design process, where they will research the best methods to produce the product being requested and the best way in which to produce the product, so the design of that product and the formulation. As consumers, it's very important for the students to be able to understand where many of their foods come from and the extensive effort that is required in transforming a concept into something that is both marketable, new to the industry, so therefore, again, very marketable, but also maintaining high quality while balancing cost efficiency. Students will incorporate proper laboratory procedures in this lesson, while also developing a heightened understanding of how processes such as that they learn in science, like pH and viscosity, are used as parameters to help guide proper development of product. This lesson has several parts. Students will focus on designing a procedure specifically for an apple puree that I've made. You can use, as a teacher, you can make your own puree and then align the parameters based on your product. Or you can use an applesauce that is store-bought and strive for students to make a puree that's comparable to the parameters. The parameters that I used for this lesson were pH, viscosity, and general taste. Once students have designed their procedure, collected the raw materials, and produced their first batch of puree, they then take it to the quality lab assurance testing site. That's a site that I set up in my room that has pH test paper, as well as a very simple homemade viscosity meter that they use to determine if their puree was within the correct parameters. If students were successful in passing both the pH and viscosity readings, then they did an excellent job on the production, and we move on to the next lesson. However, if students did not pass, and oftentimes this does occur, then they were required to return to their product formulation, make adjustments in their structure, and then reproduce their products following the new formulation procedures to then see if they could pass the lab procedure. Eventually, all groups are required to pass prior to moving on. Generally, expect your students to potentially have to make adjustments 1 or 2 times. None of my groups had to take more additional formulations beyond about the 2nd or 3rd.
Should we chop up the apples so it can fit the whole thing in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a really good idea. Right now, it was actually partly out of the water, so by cutting it in half, what is that going to speed up? It's going to allow the whole thing to go in the water, so is that going to speed up our boiling process?
Yeah.
Exactly. So is time money?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very good.
It's already going faster than that. How much time are we? We're on 22 seconds.
That's pretty good pace, probably.
Yeah, we got the minute.
You can save as much as you can. 30 seconds.
Good coloration.
All natural.
All natural. So this one is what?
Apples.
Just apples. Do you know what kind of apple it was?
Yeah.
Gala apples.
The Gala?
Yeah,
Okay.
Gala.
Gala.
Said that wrong.
That's okay. So no sugar? So it was naturally sweet?
Nothing was added.
Very good. It did taste good.
Just a little teaspoons of water.
Very nice. So this will be easy to adjust if we don't pass viscosity. So what's our time?
1 minute, 5 seconds.
Okay, it looks like you're right on pace. Very good.